Welcome to Pathways Mentor Program, Mentoring. The topics we're going to cover today: a review on accessing the Pathways Mentor Program from your Paths and Learning in Basecamp. And then the meat of the video today is on the mentoring project, the second project in the Pathways Mentor Program. I'm going to go over the general project description, project resources, as well as how to complete this project. We're going to explore the mentoring project within the Pathways Mentor Program. We're at the Paths and Learning page right now. Presumably you just came from your home screen because you just logged into Pathways Basecamp. Then you clicked on Paths and Learning, and here we are. This is where you access your own paths, whether it be dynamic leadership like me, leadership development, any of your paths. And we scroll down a little bit more, and there is Pathways Mentor Program. We're going to go ahead and open curriculum as we would any other path, or curriculum in this case. And here we are. This is going to show that I'm at 100% curriculum progress because I have finished this program, but I wanted to do this live within my own Basecamp so that you would sort of get a sense of having been here before when you log into your own. The only difference is, of course, you won't see all these check marks because you'll be working on those to get started. But presumably, if you're looking at the mentoring project, which is the third item in Basecamp, second actual project, if you will, in the Pathways Mentor Program, you'll see launch, and then mentoring. Just like when we look at other projects for the first time in Basecamp, this will say activate. You'll activate it, and then you'll click on launch. So that's what we're going to do right now. And of course, just as a review, you will not see these other two bottom ones because you have to finish these top to bottom one at a time. So here we go. We're at mentoring, and we're going to click on launch. One thing that I really want to tell you about this mentoring project is that this is the first time that you are going to be working with an actual protege. The previous work was just done on your own, and now this is the first project you're going to be working with an actual protege. So it's a really important project, and you've got lots of tools to help you. I want to go through some of that with you. Right now, I just am looking at the up arrow here within the project. Of course, you can get anywhere within here. And we are at the Your Evaluation page. This is typically where you're going to find all your resources, whether it be in the Pathways Mentor Program or any of your Pathways projects. So here we are. I just want to break some of these things down for you. Evaluation resource. That is the evaluation form that you'll use once you actually complete this project. You've met all the requirements. That'll be the evaluation form for your 5 to 7 minute speech. Print my project. That's the same as your other paths, or projects, I should say. You can print it out if you want to, if you prefer not to do a lot of this online work. Okay, we're going to get into some of the tools that you're going to be sharing with your protege. Protege Success Plan. This is something that you're going to give your protege for them to sort of jot down some short-term, medium-term, longer-term goals. It's a way that they can sort of pick their own brain, like, what am I wanting to accomplish in Toastmasters and within this particular relationship. The mentor communication tracking log. I think this is really important because so often you might get together with somebody, you talk about this elaborate material. Next time you get together, it's like, what did we talk about again? This tool is intended to provide, I guess, some posterity to the relationship, sort of archive the goals, the trials, tribulations, if you will. The next thing is the Protégé self-assessment. So this is where, again, they get a chance to write some things about themselves, whether it be goals and as well expectations within the mentor relationship. And at the end, each of you will fill out an evaluation form for how this went. And spoiler alert, at the end of that form, it says, would you like to continue with this particular protege, with this particular mentor, onto the next project, which is called advanced mentoring. We're going to do a separate video about that. Something really important I want to tell you about this. This is a shorter term, try it before you buy it, if you will, project. And I'll tell you why, in fact, it's considered shorter term. In order to complete this project, mentoring within the Pathways Mentor Program, you help a protege accomplish one Pathways project. Whether it takes them a week, whether it takes them several months, by the time they finish one project in their Pathways, for example, it could be their icebreaker. Once you've helped them do the icebreaker, or prepare for it, I should say, they give that speech, then that completes your requirements for mentoring. Again, if they do it in a week, you've completed the project. If it takes longer than that, the time is not the requirement, but in fact the outcome of them completing a Pathways project is the requirement. Once you've done this, just like any other project in Pathways, you go to the up arrow and you go to assess your skills after. Once you do that, of course, you fill it out just like all of your other Pathways projects. You go through that procedure and then you get the congratulations. Once you've done that, you come back over to the other tab and you will at that time see the check mark, which is right there. That is an overview of the mentoring project, as well as how to complete the mentoring project in the Pathways Mentor Program. To recap, we talked about accessing the Pathways Mentor Program from Paths and Learning in your Basecamp as a review. Specifically, the video really today was about the mentoring project, the second project in the Pathways Mentor Program, where this is the first time working with a protege. The requirement is that the protege needs to complete one Pathways project. Talked about several project tools and resources. And then finally, we described how to complete this project. If you have questions or feedback, I would very much appreciate hearing from you. Please comment or contact me. Thank you so much for your time and interest in watching this video.